Welcome to another edition of the Hodge 101. I don't think I've ever said that, ever. You know, I've been thinking about it, and we just don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. You never take me out anymore. Not too much to ask for you to tell me I'm pretty every now and then. Here's the gig. It's year 3 of pumpkins. It's been a cool year until this week, and now it's a hot year, really hot, 100 plus the last 3 days. But as with the first 2 years, it's time for the Guess the Weight challenge. Rules are simple. Anybody who's been following for a while knows it. You submit your guess as a comment on this video. I'm going to do either on YouTube or Facebook. You can post comment on either video this year. If somebody happens to share this video and you comment on their post, I'm probably not going to see it. So you got to go back to the original, my original video on the Hodge 101 to comment, or I'm not going to see it. So if I miss your comment, don't blame me, okay? Guess the weight. The winner is the nearest to the actual weight of my largest pumpkin this year without going over, just like the Price is Right. So if you think my pumpkin's gonna weigh 1,000 pounds, you better guess 995 or something. I'll tell you this, disease could wipe me out tomorrow. All the plants could be done. Those things always have a possibility of happening, and in pumpkin world, it happens more often than not. I mean, it happens frequently. So remember that. But I'm going to tell you that it hasn't started out as good as the first year I was growing, which I lost the pumpkin halfway through, or it stopped growing halfway through.
Mick from Pueblo has a pumpkin that weighs approximately, wait a second, 728 pounds. 728, a new personal best for Mick.
Could have been a monster, but it's better than last year's start, which I overwatered my first 4 plants, and I didn't figure it out until I had my latecomers on, and my latecomers ended up being both taping well over 1,000 pounds, but only one made it over 1,000.
Our first pumpkin over 1,000 pounds, 1,049 into first place goes Mick. Good job.
So this year I'm 2 weeks behind my first year, exactly 2 weeks behind, with a couple of the plants, but I'm ahead of last year, if that helps you at all. I'm targeting the 400 inch range. I want my pumpkin to tape 400 inches, which is just slightly over 1,400 pounds. That's what I wanted to get. Guess whatever you want to guess, and whoever's closest without going over gets the prize. And I'll probably throw in, we're going to get some consolation prizes this year, some participation awards, if you will. We had some people complain because only one person got anything. It was winner take all. So I'll throw in a little something for second and third place. I'll figure out what that's going to be. But the winner, I'm going to do the same as last year. The winner gets seeds out of whatever pumpkin I have, whatever is their choice, and 10 cents a pound for the biggest pumpkin. So if the pumpkin weighs 1,000 pounds, you get $100. Last year the pumpkin weighs 1,049. Will Pierce won, and he got $104.90. It's worth it. It takes just a couple seconds to throw a guess out there. They're all over the board, and you can win $100. You can win $80. You can win $150. Hopefully, the more money I give out, the happier I'm going to be, because that means the bigger pumpkin I have, right? Plus, if I have a pumpkin that big, there's a solid chance I'm going to win something at a way off, and so the season pays for itself, right? Anyway, that's the challenge. I'm gonna have to get off of here now because I have the AC turned off, and it's about 100 degrees in this cockpit right now, and I'm starting to sweat. So get your guesses out on this video, and see what happens at the end of the year. Oh, and one other thing. I want to remind everybody. We talked about it last year, and I want to remind people that if you grow any produce, anything, not giants, just produce, you can win money and ribbons at the state fair. And it's not some big deal. You can drop it off and not be there. You don't have to be seen. You just drop it off with the ladies and then you're gone. But it's $5 to enter. You win $15 for every event you enter. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can go click and see what all categories they have. But most of those categories were empty last year. So if you would have brought anything, you could have won $15 for every single one of those categories. I'm just saying, and all they go off of is USDA standards. So it's just the perfect pepper, the perfect tomato, or in this case, the only person that brings one, basically. So definitely get your stuff. You grow anything, you know, it's $5 to enter, and there's a solid chance you're going to win. Solid chance. I'm just telling you right now. I forgot about that, and I didn't plan anything else this year. So just gonna have to run with the pumpkin. Hopefully I end up with 4 and I can take one to the fair. But that's that. All right, the pumpkin you just saw, that's on my 1049 number 1. Here's the plant. Vines are nice and big. Plant looks good. I've been finding squash bugs. I obviously have some aphids. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to say that we are, I think I've measured it about 18 feet wide right now, and 17 or so feet long. Pollinated that thing 3 days ago. This is my flagship plant so far. Looking the best. Got some bad burning going on out here. 1049 number 2. This has me concerned. I'm not sure what this is. Got a bad leaf there. I got this one. That one's kind of got it. Hasn't really gotten any worse, and it hasn't spread. So maybe it's just, I don't even know. I haven't sprayed anything on them, so I know it's not some kind of burn from spray stuff. It's probably 16 feet wide by 14 feet long. Pollinated it yesterday. I don't know why I started with the good plants first. This is the 638 Sawtell. I pollinated it 2 days ago. All the vines are real skinny, leaves are pretty small. Plant is really long and skinny, but I'm gonna say that it's doing all right. I don't think it's a watering issue. I kind of thought it was, but the vines are coming on. So maybe it was a watering issue. I've backed off quite a bit. This is the 1418. It's Mark's Mark's record pumpkin. And it's doing a little strange as well, I guess. It's real long and skinny. I have a pumpkin ready to pollinate tomorrow, looks like. Yes, for sure. Secondaries are starting to come on though, so I think I'm better. I think it's doing better, but you can see I've got a big gap there. There's just nothing. So I don't really know what's going on. We'll see. I'm not disappointed with it. We're pollinating tomorrow. That'll be July 1st. So we'll see. And it's got to be. It's 13 foot down the main pretty easily. You can see those misters are getting after it. Nice and humid in here. Cool. The shade nets are real saggy because I have a load of 100 carabiners coming to tie them back. Right now they're just kind of hooked up with zip ties. They're not hooked to anything. They're just laying here. So that's that. That's the patch tour. Happy 4th of July. Whenever it gets here. And hopefully if you're growing, your stuff's doing better than mine. Not that mine's doing bad. I am 2 weeks behind though.